Hi, this is Cassie with Forever Fit. In our class today, which is, they're normally 30-minute classes, and this one is going to be the same. We will be working almost exclusively just on our hands and feet. So join us and enjoy. All right, let's just start by opening and stretching. Don't just, do a little bit, but go completely into the move. Making sure you're completely opening your joints, not just leaving it part way, but really stretching, as well as opening. I should have got a manicure before today's filming. My man hands. It's a Jerry Seinfeld episode. All right, open and open. I think our hands and feet are so overlooked and neglected, and that's where most of our muscles and joints are. So it's no wonder we just tend to get a lot of pain in our hands and feet, because those muscles are always tightening on those joints, and those delicate tissues between your joints just get dried out. So through this movement, we'll start re-lubricating those little joints, sort of like the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz. Need movement keeps things lubricated. Good. So I know this is getting a little boring, but you're throwing a ball, catch. So squeeze, throw, squeeze, throw, squeeze. So if you use your hands a lot, hopefully this will really help you find relief. And if you have never done hand exercises before, you might be a little disappointed that maybe you're starting to have some pain in spots you didn't know, because we do some movements maybe you hadn't just done before. That happened to me. I was just laying in bed, awake, trying to fall asleep, and I was doing some hand exercises, and some of them were burning. I was like shocked that I was getting problems in my hands already, but I think that's kind of how it is. Your problems creep up on you, and you don't know until you do some movement that's kind of new. All right, let's just circle the thumb. But I'll tell you, because I do the exercises more, I don't have that burning anymore. All right, so palm up, wrists, bend them. Actively keep trying to bend them further. Don't just stop, but keep trying to open them. Now extend through the wrist. Good, and let's move, wrists up. Good, and down. And it's perfectly fine to use one hand to help the other. Good, let's do the other one now. Press it down. Good. Now I'm going to extend this arm. Use your other hand to push against those fingers. Bend the fingers back. Straighten that elbow on this side. And now let's do the other hand. So pressing gently. Good. All right. Open the fingers and let's stretch in between. Good. Stretch, stretch. Good. Now without making a fist, okay, just bend the finger joints and the thumb. Real good. Now hopefully it's easy for you to touch the pads of the inside of your palm, but if your fingers are stopping here, use your other hand and work it. We need to get the full movement, if it's possible, and get out all that congestion in those joints. Open, close, open, close. Keep working them. And it takes a little bit more movement than you think, so it's boring. I could sing you a song, but it wouldn't be pretty. Just keep opening and closing. Good. All right, circle that thumb. In fact, let's do a little bit of sign language. Thumb across the palm, other fingers are up. Good. Use your thumb to pull your first finger down, other fingers up. Spread them apart. Now reach up a little higher on the knuckle if you can, and stretch. Good. Middle finger, stretch up the other ones, and if you're struggling, just use your other hand to open them. Ring finger. Keep extending. I'm feeling it all down through there. Pinkies. Keep stretching. Good. Remember, you can use your other hand to stretch. Good. All right. Touch the base of your pinky. Keep stretching the other fingers up. And keep actively trying to reach beyond the base of your pinky. I know my forearms are really getting tired in through here. Good. All right. Open, close, open. Okay. Let's take, one hand's going to work the little joints of the fingers. So bend them back and forth. Hopefully, yeah. And the next finger, something you can do while you're driving as a passenger. Riding. You can drive with a knee. Talk on the phone. All right, check your GPS. All right, and the other hand. Just trying to work into all those little joints. All right. Okay, let's press down with your pointer finger of one hand, okay? So you're really pressing down. If you need your other hand to do it, that's okay. Now try to reach the base, your wrist. Keep reaching. I feel it all the way through here. At the same time, you're trying to lift these other fingers up. So down with one pointer finger, up with the rest. Whoo, that's like a nerve all the way through there. Okay, other one. And if you can do two hands at the same time, go ahead. I'm going to do this one again. I'm going to use my one hand to help pull the other down. Good. Middle fingers reaching down, other fingers reaching up. So a little self-care goes really a long way. I recommend you do these Forever Fit and Gentle Fit classes at least 5 days a week. I teach them at my studio 3 times a week, and many people are quite consistent, but they're still seeing so many improvements, even with 3 times a week or a little less. Not that I recommend that. 5 days a week's really good. All right. Keeps you strong and doing what you want to do for as long as you want to do it. I really don't want to see people going into a nursing home as they age just because they've got weak legs, or they're tripping because they've lost feeling in their feet. All right, so one more time. Reach across to the base of your pinky, to the base of your ring finger, middle fingers, and reach over the tops. Good, I think we've done quite a bit. Now make a fist, sort of like 2 dueling cobras. Good, keep pressing down. Exhale, press down, press, press, press. Circle and extend. Arms are good. Bend, you should feel that all the way up your arm. Open and close, open, close. Good. Okay, let's take one hand and work it from your wrist towards your pinky and all the way along your finger. Good. So just take your thumb and really dig in, slide it along, opening up those joints. This is my favorite part of getting a manicure, when they take the time at the end, when they're putting the lotion on your hands to massage your hands a little. It feels so good. All right, up along the middle finger. Good. Just got to get a little creative. Let's do the first finger. Digging into that palm, pulling along the finger. If your fingers pop, that's okay. You're just creating space. And pull. Squeezing your fingers, feeling the blood getting pinched into the ends. Good. Let's do the other hand. Work it along. Press and press. Good. And pull. Just taking your time. Good. Okay, let's extend one hand in front of you. Let's say this would be your left hand. Let's reach under, okay? And I want you to open the palm. So your bottom hand is going to pull, your top hand's going to resist to open up the palm. Good.
You're doing it with the thumb only? You're pulling on the thumb?
Using my whole hand, like I'm using my fingers to pull on the base of my thumb, that thick part, and the idea is just to open up your palm. So this is resisting and this is pulling. Okay, so now let's take your thumb and put it at the base of your pinky. I've got my fingers under here, and open the palm this way. I'm pulling down, and this hand is resisting. Good. Let's switch hands. So this would be your right hand. Reach under and grab the meaty part of your thumb and pull down. Good. And now let's use your thumb and pull down this way. Good. All right. Let's use one hand again to pinch in between your thumb and your finger. Really gently work into there. And between each finger. Good, and your other hand. Good, I'm glad you're taking the time to do this. I think we don't take enough time to just do self-care. It's right up there with flossing. You don't want to do it. All right. Okay. Let's take your knuckles and run it down. I've got a little music playing in the background, and a commercial just came on with a funny ad. Hopefully it's not getting picked up by the camera. And let's press it down. Run your knuckles along the inside of your forearm. Good. All right, and let's switch. Gently run your knuckles down your forearm. Good. Pull and good. All right, this feels good. All right, let's shake that off. Chop some onions and then we'll start working on our feet. It's all right to have a chair nearby. We'll probably be using it now and then to do some pushing. Let's start by just lifting one heel and then the other. It's okay to let the knee bend so you can get a really high lift of your heel. And the goal is to press down through the ball of your foot, that meaty part right under your big toe. And to get a nice bend, switching feet. Hopefully your feet will kind of crackle as they're readjusting and you're making some space in there. Good, lift and press. I also like to grip the mat with my toes. If you have painful feet, make sure you're doing a lot of breathing. Good. Also, one little word of caution, make sure that you're not going like sideways. You want to have a nice straight line between knee, ankle, and big toe. Okay, a few more of these. Good. All right, have the chair nearby and lift the front of your feet. Hopefully your pad is thick enough under your heels so this doesn't hurt. And then up on your toes. Good. Let's front of the feet and up on your toes. You'll just bounce up the stairs. After workouts like these, stronger feet will just really energize you. Good. All right, let's take one foot and reach it back and get onto the top of the foot. Good. And now let's fold the toes, pressing back. Top of the foot and press it back. Good. Okay, this front leg, make sure it's in front of your body a little bit. And now let's press the heel down all the way. This knee should be straight. The goal is to get the heel on the floor. And please take care that you're not turning your toes away. You want your toes and heels in line. Good, heel up, grip the mat, find those toes, press. Good, up and down. Good. Other foot, let's put that slightly behind. Goal is to get to the pad of those toes and then press the heel down. Good. My foot is slightly in front of me up here so I can really push. Heel up, heel down. So you can't just, you don't want to just focus on the foot. You also really want to focus on the calf and the shins. And press. All right, come up and slide those toes under, get to the top of the foot. Shift around over all of the toes. Good. All right, I like to make use of the chair. So what I'll do is I'll step back a little bit so I can get my heel as close as I can to the bottom of the chair leg, down by the floor. It's real common for your heel to just slide away. So that's something you want to work on. Now I will push my hip towards the chair. Good, very good. Most everyone did it really well, but this is very common for people to just lean forward. That's not going to do anything. You really want to push the hip, decreasing that angle between your shin and your foot. Let's take the tension off. Inhale, and then move the hip, blow. Good. Take the tension off and go back into it. Nice breathing. All right, let's switch feet. For the sake of the camera, I'm going to turn. Let's get that other heel down by the bottom of the chair leg. Okay, all right, stand up and push the hip forward. Whew. Very effective if it's done right. Inhale, release the tension. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. All right, let's take that off. All right, let's work on reflexes. Let's point that foot nice and fast. All right, hold it and squeeze your toes. You might get a Charlie horse, so just kind of take care. Go in and out of it. Squeeze the toes, flex the toes, try to wiggle them and separate. Make a fist with your toes, flex, wiggle, and really extend through that foot. In fact, try to reach a little further and further. All right, let's flex, hold. Now fast. Pull, 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 quick. You might find it's easier on one side of the body than the other. Not a very glamorous exercise, but it gets the job done. It might kind of make you aware that you don't have the reflexes that you thought you had. Okay, let's circle that ankle. Nice, big range of motion. And your thigh might be getting a little bit of a workout. This leg is getting a workout as well by holding all of your weight. Reverse. Good. And our brains are having to do a lot as well. You might find that this is awkward on one side, but with repetition you can reestablish some of those pathways. So we work everything from your brain to your hands and your feet. All right, let's switch legs. Let's start by pointing fast. You can work your balance if you want and not even hang on. Just keep your hand nearby. Try to be aggressive with this point. Find those fast twitch muscles. Good. All right, let's make a fist. And then flex and wiggle the toes. And squeeze. Nice long point. Extend through the whole leg and hip. And flex. Circle that ankle. A few more of these. Go in as a big of a range as you can. And reverse. Circle, circle, circle. Now fast flex. Pull, 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 pull. My hips are getting tired. No one else is saying anything. Nobody wants to admit it. Pull, pull, pull. few more. Really working that shin on the front of the leg. All right, and set them down. Shift around a little bit. All right. Bend 2 knees, your feet are side by side. And lift. Whew, the chair will help. And all the way up. Keep your heels up and let's bend those knees. Really putting a lot of force and weight down through your ankles. And stand. And down. And stand. And down. Up. Heels down. Bend the knees. That feels good on the calf. I hope you guys are finding the same thing. Heels up. This is a hard one. Heels down. Heels up and down. Up, little squat. 2, 3, and up. Heels down. Lift the fronts. Heels up. Bend and up. Okay, 1 foot. Let's lift. That's 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1. Trying not to use the chair too much, but it's good for your body to learn how much strength it needs. Switch. Lift. One more. Lift. 2, 3, and 4. Very good. 2 feet down. Nice inhale. Thank you very much for joining us for this class. Please share it with others and live life fit.